Is Apple ditching MagSafe? That's what a new rumor is saying. Real quick, before we get into this, if you want to keep up to date with all the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. So, picture it. It's a lovely Wednesday afternoon outside when all of a sudden I see a news alert come in. Apple internally discusses abandoning MagSafe. What could it be? As someone who has essentially sunk his children's college funds into a massive MagSafe collection, I was shook. But fret not, your MagSafe dad is here to put all of those worries to bed. So tuck in. So hold up, before we get into the rumor, we have to talk about the origins of MagSafe. You may have seen my deep dives on this before, but essentially, Apple was looking for a better version of wireless charging. Placement was a huge issue with old Qi wireless chargers because if you were off even half an inch, the efficiency would plummet. People would have their phones on a charger and wake up the next morning with half their battery life. Of course, the original solution we all know was air power, and we saw how that went. So instead, Apple put a ring of magnets around that charging coil, which would help with the alignment. Overall, MagSafe was just better. It had the far higher efficiency, properly aligned the phone, and paved the way for different accessories like car mounts, wallets, tripods, battery packs, and so much more. But Apple didn't keep this to itself. It donated the designs of MagSafe to the Wireless Power Consortium, or WPC, which is the group that oversees the Qi wireless charging standard. That's how we got Qi2, which is essentially MagSafe, but it isn't limited to iPhones. We have it on the Pixel 10 line, for example, and it's coming to more. Apple then continued to innovate, upping the speed of MagSafe from 15 watts to 25 watts, and again, contributing the tech to WPC, which then became Qi version 2.2. I want to make sure I take a moment to highlight one such brand, my sponsor, ESR, who has been my go-to for recommended accessories. This includes the classic hybrid case. It includes full coverage for the camera plateau with a zinc alloy metal ring for added protection. This isn't just for protection though. It opens up to become the stash stand, one of my favorite features ever added to a phone case. You always have a built-in stand that works in multiple orientations while leaving the bag free for various MagSafe accessories. I've also still been rocking the ESR Armorite Pro screen protector since the last time they did a sponsor video with me. It is insanely easy to install within literal seconds with perfect alignment and no dust. They're also made from Corning Accessory glass, which is the same company that makes the actual iPhone display glass. Find all the details and discounts listed in the description and pinned in the comments. So Apple literally invented the standard only a few short years ago. What has me all fired up is this new rumor from Weibo leaker Instant Digital. This source has a few accurate leaks, but this one had me hit pause. Translating, Instant Digital says there's a lot of internal controversy around MagSafe and whether or not to continue including it on future iPhones. With Apple, there's no 100% confidence in anything, right? But I can say, as confidently as I can, that MagSafe isn't going anywhere. Look, like I said, Apple invented the whole Qi2 standard. The MagSafe market has exploded. We are seeing all sorts of shapes and sizes of accessories that are tailored to literally everyone's needs. There's travel chargers that fold up. There are multi-device ones. This one does 4 at once. There's like notepads and little pocket things that stands that go in. We've got laptop mounts like this one here from Belkin, so you can use your phone as a literal camera for your laptop. Thinking about that is crazy. Like, could you imagine future iPhones that didn't work with MagSafe battery packs? Like, what? Let me know in the comments if you use MagSafe batteries, because I'm pretty certain it's literally everyone at some point. Apple also has software features that complement MagSafe. Standby mode turns your phone into a smart display when placed horizontally on a charger. Then you have some of the more recent developments. iPhone 17e. Apple omitted MagSafe on iPhone 16e, and there was such an uproar about it that Apple quickly course corrected and added it to the successor just this year. I would be shocked that Apple would be licking its wounds from that and then turn around and do the same thing again. By the way, since we're talking about it, I did a whole video on MagSafe gear for the latest iPhone specifically, and I've linked one of them here for you, so check it out if you'd like. If you also want me to do a new roundup on maybe like some of the latest MagSafe battery packs, let me know too down below in the comments. If there's enough of you, I'll do it. So, if true, why would Apple turn its back on MagSafe? Some have theorized it's because of Apple's goal of shipping a phone that's nothing more than a slab of glass. I don't buy it. Obviously, you're going to have internals and seams, so there's ways of getting magnets in there. And don't say it's because of the thickness, because we have MagSafe on iPhone Air. Some have said that Apple isn't including MagSafe on the new folding iPhone, but I hope that is also misguided. The leaked schematics are just CAD files of the device's dimensions, which doesn't reveal anything about the internals. It just gives us an idea on size, ports, button layouts, the same way that those leaks don't really show us what the camera layout necessarily will be, just the size of the plateau. Many have said that MagSafe is certainly coming to the Fold. I think this could go either way. I think there is enough space there. I mean, if the magnets can fit in the iPhone Air, I think it could fit on the iPhone Fold as well. In my opinion, there are two likely scenarios here. First, Apple is specifically trying to suss out leaks. It's floating just some plausible enough rumors to track down where those rumors are coming from. We do know this is a thing that they do. Alternatively, it could be a tiny inkling of a thought from one internal person that gets elevated by Instant Digital only for it to turn into tons of headlines. I swear my headlines the last 2 days have been nothing but no Vision Pro isn't dead and no MagSafe isn't going away. Those are the only things that I am seeing just endlessly. But you end up with passionated, caffeinated talking heads on the internet ranting that MagSafe better not go away. Who knows? Look, like I said, I don't know for sure. Apple is hopefully not going to ditch it. With MagSafe gone, Apple would effectively have to just take away wireless charging altogether, or go the weird Samsung route and support MagSafe only by using a special case that has the magnets in there. But because of the Qi2 standard, Apple literally wouldn't be in compliance for certification if it did that. And that would just be a bad look. I hope I am not wrong here. Then I'd look silly. Let me know your theories down below in the comments. And as always, follow for more Apple news. What is this video? This is so unhinged. What am I doing? What is this?